6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. Can you hear me now? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be able to hear me now. Mais oui, enchanté. I can do the miming. Thank you. All right. Bloody hell. What palaver. What a sensational situation that was, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the quiz. Thank you, Janie. Yes, good. Excellent. Thank you. Hello, Claire. Hello, Karen. Hello, Katie. Right. I had a whole bunch of disasters. Everything, you know, I got set up. I'm not going to bore you with this, but I got set up really nicely in advance. All the windows open, everything I need to open. About 6:30, so I'll go for a coffee, sit down, just a wee think and stuff like that, and then I come back at 8 minutes to 7, thinking, right, here we go, let's just get on, and boom, it's all fact. So, holy cow. Right, okay. Sorry about that. Right, it's the quiz time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the quiz. It's Friday night. Please give us a share. Oh, man, I hope all that stuff I did in preparation saved before I had to turn... computer completely froze. I had to turn the computer off. And, in fact, I better do one thing before I start here. I'll just stop that for a second. Hello, it's me. So I've got to do open and play a game of Now You See It later on. Oh, man. So I hope you're having a better day. I mean, I'm having quite a good day, apart from this catastrophic last-minute failure. Let me see, open Hangman as well, because we might do that. And the rest of the stuff I'm just going to have to do as we go. Right, okay. And for some reason, the camera may look cutting off the bottom half of my face. Everything's different. Everything's weird. Nothing's working. Yoo-hoo! Right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Paul. I'm your Quizmaster. And it's Friday night. It's time for the quiz. My goodness. I've got a good quiz for you. Let's get it on. Woohoo! Right, that's back on. On the fly, dangerous. Yeah, well, you know what? See, if I had the old computer, I would have still not been here. It used to take about 10 minutes to turn on. This one was like, right, okay, I'll turn it off and turn it on, and I got back on pretty fast. Oh, you didn't know you'd won until you got the party box. Fantastic, Graham. It is wonderful. It's nothing compared to tonight's party box. My nose looks odd. You sure? It feels okay. Okay. Right, it's already 6 minutes past. Let's just get started. So give me a share. You know how to play. If you don't know how to play, you'll catch up with us. You just answer the questions. Mark yourself after each round. Don't shout out answers in the chat unless I'm specifically asking you for a bonus question. All right, which I sometimes do. If I do that, first one to shout out the correct answer in the chat will get on the wheel. You have to be on the wheel to win prizes, and I'll be spinning that later on. That's what the wheel looks like. That's a sample wheel. Last time we played, that's the scores organised by vegetable. Top teams were potato teams. Karen at the top, Lorna and Marion as well. Fabian, Social Outcast, Let's Get Quizco, Pavlov's Dolls, London Lockdown, all in the top echelon. The potato rank. Middle teams are Parsnip. I mean, Parsnip's all right. You know, I like it. I mean, all vegetables are good. Radish, you know what I mean? So that's last time. So keep your score and upload them at the end. I'll do another scoreboard. Hire me to do a Zoom quiz. Deadpool's open, but it's only halfway through the month. Don't worry about that. Right, here's some prizes for tonight. Thank you to Beeg for sorting this out. It's a book called Good Food for Bad Days by a person called Jack Monroe, who is famous and I had never heard of. But it's all about thrift. It's all about making good food out of bad stuff, or not bad stuff, but just cheap stuff. You know, Karen is getting rid of lots of her books. The book tonight is The Butcher's Hook, written by Janet Ellis, who was used to be on Blue Peter. This book got great reviews, but it also won the 2016, no, it didn't win, it was nominated for the 2016 Bad Sex in Fiction Award by the Literary Review. One of the sample passages was, I am pinned like wet washing with his peg. There you go. You can win that tonight. Party box number 4 is on the line tonight. Look at this. You get all these prizes in one box. Yes, a packet of marshmallows, a packet of caramel wafers, logs, whatever they are, a bottle of Prosecco, a tin of Lambrini, and a souvenir edition of Hello. Yeah, beauty. Right, okay, we're here. It's 8 minutes past. I better hurry up because we have pub quiz versus politics at 8 o'clock. Here we go. Have to disagree with you, Mr. Doyle. I like a bit of kale. All kale, no fail. Right. Round 1 is the same letter round. That means all of the answers in the first round begin with the same letter of the alphabet. So if you get the letter, you're flying. Here we go. Right, number 1. Which area of London is also the first name of the daughter of Bill and Hillary Clinton, one of whom was president, and one of whom was nearly president of the USA. But they got a daughter. They got one child. Or one child as a couple. Anyway, who knows? But the name of their daughter is the same name as an area of London. What is that name? Number 2, what was the boxer Muhammad Ali's surname, that should say, before he changed it in 1964? And I can see a capital I typo there as well. You don't need to tell me about that. So there's a couple of mistakes there. I'm just looking for the surname. All right, what was the boxer Muhammad Ali's surname before he changed it in 1964 to Ali? He chose Ali, but what was his name before that? His surname. Number 3, Fill Me In and 7 Days were number 1 hits in the year 2000 for which singer-songwriter who's classified as garage, whatever that means. All right, 7 Days, absolute classic. Fill Me In, it's all right. Both number 1 in the year 2000. Who is the singer? English singer. And the last one, no, it's not the last one. Number 4, in which European country is the ancient city of Dubrovnik? Dubrovnik, popular with tourists. Looks like a great place. I've not been there. But which country is it in? Remember, all the answers start with the same letter in this here first round. And this question number 5, this is more difficult. What is the name of the largest moon of Pluto, which was named after the ferryman who carried souls across the river Styx in Greek mythology? So when you die, you have to cross the river Styx. And there's a guy in a boat. What's his name? It's the same name as the largest moon of Pluto, which, although is a planetoid, still has moons. Okay, thank you very much, Karen. Tell me that you're ready. That's the idea. If you are ready, tell us that you're ready, so that I know when to move on. I will quickly recap the questions. So, name of Bill and Hillary Clinton's daughter. It's same name as an area of London. Muhammad Ali, famous boxer. What was his surname before he changed it to Ali in 1964? Fill Me In, 7 Days. Who's the singer? Both number 1s in the year 2000. Number 4, Dubrovnik. Which country has Dubrovnik? And number 5, what's the name of the largest moon of Pluto? Right, you tell me when you're ready. I'm going to gradually get a few things open here that I need to be open for the quiz. Oh, that's the music player open. That's good. Hello, Mr. Burney. Ready, ready, ready. Thanks for that picture of the pens that you won. Magic markers. I didn't realize they were magic when I sent them out. So that was good. Thanks for that. You all ready, ready, ready? Right, let's go. Try and catch up with the time a little bit. Same letter round. Answers. Did you get a letter? First of all, that is the main question. The letter is the letter C for cheese and Constantinople and consequences. All right, you ready? Here we go. Here come the answers. So you mark yourself. You know how to do this, yeah? If you don't know how to do it, you just mark yourself. It's a pub quiz. So 2 points for each correct answer. Hillary Clinton gave birth to, and Bill Clinton probably fathered, Chelsea. Hey, you're doing the score sheet with the pens. That's nice. Chelsea is correct. Chelsea Clinton. Number 2, Muhammad Ali's surname before he changed it to Ali was Clay. Cassius Clay was his name. Right. No, I think Sophie is I know Sophie's a grown-up. I don't think. I know. You don't have to be a child to use felt tip pens, Marion. That's a bit ageist. Fill me in 7 days. That is Craig David. There he is. There he's smooth. Smooth man. Mr. Craig David. All right, so some stuff hasn't saved. That's Dubrovnik. That's the answer for that one. No, that is Dubrovnik. The answer is Croatia. Yeah, Croatia. There it is, Croatia. That was Dubrovnik, yeah. Looks a little bit like Dunbar. And the moon of Pluto is Charon, as in Tracy. But with a C, Charon. So you scored 2 points for each correct answer. So if you got them all right, you got 10 out of 10. You add bonus points at this point. Now, this is important. If somebody on your team is a subscriber to this YouTube channel right here, you add 2 points. So if you're not a subscriber, do that right now. You get your 2 points. If you have shared the quiz tonight or you share it right now, you're going to share it at any point, add 1 point. So that's a maximum of 13. And there's one more little bonus, which is if it's your birthday, you get a point, but it's usually not your birthday. That's the answers. Chelsea Clay, Craig David, Croatia, and Sharon. 11, Chateau Spedge. 12 for Spaghetti Haggis. Can Sue get a point because it was her 50th birthday last week? No. I love the Wit and Witches. I love what you do. I love your whole attitude. But the rule is the rule on this one. And the rule is no. It has to be your birthday on the day, right? Hello, Graham. Miss Sharon, even though should have known. That's what you've had half the bottle of apple sours already. Amazing. Sharon. Sharon's the difficult one, obviously, in that round. What? Add 2, so it's 15. No. Maximum is 13. All right, a share. You didn't get a point for every share. Doesn't work like that. I know you're saying you shared it on Facebook, but it don't work that way. It get crazy. E. Wilson says, can I have a point because of birthday last year? Yeah. Nah, it has to be a birthday on the day. Right, picture round. Here we go. Round 2. Let's try and blaze through these rounds a little bit to catch up with the late start. Right, number 1 is a boy band. Who are the boy band? The A1, JLS, or 911, or 911. All right, which boy band is this? A1, JLS, or 911. Boys. Number 2, name that Nazi. Simple as that. Oh, by the way, here's a first bonus question to get you on the wheel. Did anyone notice the connection between the slides in the first round? There was a connection running through the 5 questions, not really to do with the questions. Did you notice the slides? What was the connection? Anyway, name that Nazi. Apart from the letter C. Like I say, nothing, not really to do with the questions. Number 3, which Broadway musical is this the poster for? Is it Chicago? Is it Me and My Girl? Or 42nd Street? Nah, not Eurovision. For the first round connection. Now, there's going to be a few typos because it looks like an earlier version saved. Shouldn't be a question mark on 42nd Street. But there is an exclamation mark on Chicago. That's correct. I'll need to show you the slides again. No one picked it up. Number 4, this is the badge of a rugby team from which country? All right, the Knights of Newcastle, or the Newcastle Knights. Which country are they from? It's not Newcastle upon Tyne. It's not England. No, Greece was not the connection. Yugoslavia, Champions League, nah, none of that stuff. This is quite good. I'll show you the slides again after the picture end. Careful now. So which waterfall are these people risking themselves in? What's the name of the waterfall? It's south of the equator. That's a clue. So name that large waterfall that these people are taking a bit of a risk in, you know? And that's the 5 questions. Okay. Song titles, that's getting closer. It's to do with music. The connection for the first one. Grand National? Nah. Right, you ready? Like, just before I play these again, I'll just nip back to the first round and show you the... See, that... I can't remember what that one said. And that. Right, anyway, here's the... oops. I have to go through quite a bit here. Here's the picture questions again. One time, tell me if you're ready. So name the boy band, A1GLS 911. Who's the Nazi? I'll give you some clues with this guy. He ran the Luftwaffe and he was hanged after the war. Oh, no, he was going to get hanged, but he committed suicide just in time. It is Chaz and Dave. Yeah, that's right. It was all the titles of the questions related to Chaz and Dave. Oh, Cats is on the wheel. Fantastic. So who's the Nazi? What's the musical? Chicago, Me and My Girl are 42nd Street. The Knights of Newcastle, the Newcastle Knights are from which country? Not England. And these people, what are they up to? Corrected to Chaz with a Z. That's still wrong. Lorna can go on the wheel as well because she was the first person to put in with correct spelling. So, and the other thing about Lorna is that she gave us the topic for our 50-50 round later on. So that's good. Right. Back to business. No, it's not to do with the questions. It's the little titles in the black up here, you know. Like in this one, it's Careful now, but the little titles for the questions were all Chaz and Dave songs. Or related to Chaz and Dave songs. Oh yeah, you can keep your Costa Brava. That's what it said at the top of the Dubrovnik one, which is obviously from the song Margate. Anyway, Chaz and Dave chat. Yeah, Chat and Dave. That would have been a good show. Anyway, here come the answers. Boys, I've worked with this band. 911. It's 911. That's who they are. Lee, Jimmy, and Spike. 911. 2 points for that. Who's the Nazi? It's Hermann Goering. He was the chief of the Luftwaffe. He was a flyer in the First World War. Quite good at it. He shot down a load of British guys, but survived the war, went on trial for war crimes, found him guilty. They were going to hang him, and he got himself a suicide pill and killed himself the night before he was due to hang. This is the poster for 42nd Street. Knights, I keep saying Knights of Newcastle. Newcastle Knights, I think they're from Australia. Newcastle is a fairly large city in Australia. And the folk who are really, I wouldn't do that. It's Victoria Falls in Africa. Right, bonus question to get on the wheel. Which 2 countries are at Victoria Falls? Like, it's right on the border between 2 countries. Name both countries in the same comment. First person who can do that gets on the wheel. Oh, shit. Sorry. Not Zimbabwe and Malawi. No. I'll show you all the answers just now. Yes. Zambia and Zimbabwe. That's right. That is correct. O-Cats again. O-Cats is on the wheel. We got 2 O-Catsies on the wheel. O-Cats. Da-da-da-da-da-da. O-Cats. The indisputable leader of the wheel. All righty. 10 out of 10 for Karen in that round. Nice work. Tricky round, I think. Difficult. Multiple choices are always difficult. Hermann Goering's difficult. Australia was difficult. And Victoria Falls, maybe that was all right. I don't know. Well done if you got, certainly if you got 10 out of 10. I think 6 is a good score in that round. Okay. Right, sound round. Let's hope this is working because I've had to restart everything. So let's just... let's check it out. It's a voice round tonight, right? Voices. So I'm going to play you some voices. Now, Angel Falls, you can't really get to it, and it's like way up a mountain. It's like very, very high, but narrow. 16 so far. Going well at the Wilson place. Okay, right. Come on. Play these and see if they work. Here we go. Right, the first one is someone talking about the kind of family they came from. Let's just see if this works.
Because they're pretty much feet on the ground people and very earthy people I come from, you know. So if there's any bull going around, it gets found out fairly quickly, you know. So I think I've got a good antenna for that.
I was very Alan Partridge that, but it was not Alan Partridge. Who was it? Second one is singer.
I know exactly what I'm doing, and I can change it at any time. Or I make more jokes about myself than anybody because I enjoy it. I know, like I say, I am sure of myself as a person. I'm sure of my talent. And to me, and I'm sure of my love and for life and that sort of thing. I'm very content. I like the kind of person that I am. So I can afford to piddle around and diddle around with makeups and clothes and stuff because I am secure with myself.
That had the phrase piddle and diddle, which is pretty good. Okay, number 3 is kind of political.
The one thing I would say to you, and indeed to everyone who enjoys living and who enjoys the prospect of retirement, which I suspect is many years hence, enjoys thinking about retirement, the one thing is that your investment will be safe and your future will be safe, whatever the decision on June the 23rd.
That was a person speaking in 2016. Okay, this person, number 4, is a sports person. Who's this?
I'm speechless. I have no words to describe what just happened out on court. My tennis speaks out for itself. An unbelievable feeling to be able to fight at such a level. And I started very nervous, I won't lie. But I don't know what happened after the third set. I just fly like a little bird.
I just fly like a little bird. So who's that? That's a tennis player talking after a win, talking in riddles. And the last one is a comedian. Who's this?
We're moving, I want to move. And I was like, why? She was like, I'm not bringing him up round here. And I was like, why? It's down there. She was like, it's not. I was like, it is. And she was like, all right, dickhead. What about this? Let's say he gets a bit older, wants to play in the street, but he can't because there's motorbikes up and down the street all day. I was like, I'll buy him a motorbike.
That's a good line. Okay, so there you go. That's the 5 voices. I hope you all understand, by the way. Most of you have been here before. But all the answers are on that list over there. That's the crucial thing, all right? All the answers there. I'm going to play them one more time. So the first one is about being from a down-to-earth family. Who's this?
Because they're pretty much feet on the ground people and very earthy people I come from, you know. So if there's any bull going around, it gets found out fairly quickly, you know. So I think I've got a good antenna for that.
Yes. Okay, number 2 is a singer.
I know exactly what I'm doing, and I can change it at any time. Or I make more jokes about myself than anybody because I enjoy it. I know, like I say, I am sure of myself as a person. I'm sure of my talent. And to me, and I'm sure of my love and for life and that sort of thing. I'm very content. I like the kind of person that I am. So I can afford to piddle around and diddle around with makeups and clothes and stuff because I am secure with myself.
Secure with myself. Okay, number 3 is a clip from 2016.
The one thing I would say to you, and indeed to everyone who enjoys living and who enjoys the prospect of retirement, which I suspect is many years hence, enjoys thinking about retirement, the one thing is that your investment will be safe and your future will be safe, whatever the decision on June the 23rd.
Okay, number 4 is a tennis player.
I'm speechless. I have no words to describe what just happened out on court. My tennis speaks out for itself. An unbelievable feeling to be able to fight at such a level. And I started very nervous, I won't lie. But I don't know what happened after the third set. I just fly like a little bird.
We're moving, I want to move.
That's the last one.
And I was like, why? She was like, I'm not bringing him up round here. And I was like, why? It's down there. She was like, it's not. I was like, it is. And she was like, all right, dickhead. What about this? Let's say he gets a bit older, wants to play in the street, but he can't because there's motorbikes up and down the street all day. I was like, I'll buy him a motorbike.
Hey, there you go. There's the sound round twice. Oh, that's me just trying to open things in the background without breaking things. Oh, man. Come on. Right, that's not working. You ever get that? You just press the same button over and over again and nothing happens. Right, okay. Let's get on to the answers for this. Sound round. Answers. Okay, so I don't know how difficult or easy this was. The first one was talking about if there's any bull going around, it'll be detected. That was Paul McCartney out of Wings. 2 points for Paul McCartney. Number 2 was Dolly Parton talking about diddle and poo diddle and all that sort of thing. Diddle poo diddle riddle. Number 3 was Michael Gove telling you that didn't worry about the vote. He's speaking about the Brexit referendum. He says, don't worry, everything will be fine. Number 4 is Stefanos Tsitsipas. He's the tennis player. I think he's Greek. I mean, it's a Greek name. I think he's Greek. Grigor Dimitrov is the other tennis player in there, but I think he's Bulgarian. And then Paul Smith is the comedian. All right, so there's a pair of Pauls, a bookend of Pauls in there. Aha, right, okay. So good news at this end, which is that it's saved where am I? So I'm going to do. So I'm getting loaded up just now while you're telling me your scores. Some weird where am I tonight. They're all loaded up. That's good. Okay. 6 again, bit tricksy. Fooled by Paul. Don't know which Paul. Stefanos and Dimitri. 4 out of 10. I think that was a difficult round. Guessed 2 of them. Nice. 10 out of 10 for the scumbags. 10 for Karen. 10 for Marion. The big hitters getting it right on the line every time. I think Paul Smith was the fashion one, and he's no Canadian. I didn't say Canadian, did I? I said comedian. Yeah, you don't like Paul Smith, right? Fair enough. There's some of it I like, some of it I don't, but he's got some good lines. Nah, a different Paul Smith. 2 quite common names, first and surname, both quite common. Common as muck. Right. Where are we? It's time for a crypto. You got 60 seconds to solve this. Do not shout out the answer for this. If you do get it and you want to tell us, then just tell us got it or say ready or something like that. But don't put the answer in the chat. Just everybody gets 60 seconds to solve this. So it's like a crossword clue. All right. And it's the title of a song that first came out in 1971. Conversing on the subject is not on my agenda. And then those numbers, that's the number of letters in each word. So 1 letter word, 4 letter word, 4 letter word, 2 letter word, 4, 5, 2. Yeah. What happened to Guess Who? The Herald makes it easy. Well, there is a Guess Who tonight. Oh, loads of you got this straight away. Yeah, it's not particularly cryptic. It's pretty straightforward. Anyway, if you haven't got it yet, you've still got 20 seconds to get this. It's been a hit a few times. The people who wrote it, or the person who wrote it, didn't have a big hit with it. But some other people have had some pretty big hits with it. So you've got 5 seconds. Come on. All right. Right, we're down to the last couple of seconds. If you haven't got this already, I'm just about to reveal. Think Rod Stewart. It's I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to jerky baby. Yeah. Great stuff. Right, okay. Add 3 points to your score if you got that one right. I think that was one of the easier cryptos. Maybe. Maybe not. Don't. Speak of the devil, Mr. Doyle, it's Guess Who. It's time for Guess Who. So, there's a person hiding behind the grid. I'll reveal some squares and give you a clue. If you get it on the first one, you get 10 points. If you get it on the second one, you get 8 points, and so on. Here we go. So the first clue is that this person was born in 1956 in New York State in the USA. The person's middle names are Columcille, or Columcille, I don't know how you say that, and Gerard. Particularly unusual first middle name. Wouldn't have got a cryptic if you had 3 hours. It's not on my agenda, so you're not going to talk about it, you know. Second clue, but for 8 points, if you get it at this point, this person is a US and an Irish citizen. Have a guess at each point, because if you're right, you get the points. Even if you change your mind and then change it back later on. If the earliest you get the correct answer is the points you get. A couple of you have got it already. Number 6, or for 6 points rather, this guy won the title of Sexiest Man Alive. This was awarded to him by People magazine in 1985. And I'm not quite sure. He might have been the first winner. That might have been the first one they did, but nonetheless, Sexiest Man Alive, 1985. I'm sure he's still got his certificate on his in his hallway. Plenty of hair there. Mr. Doyle's got it from the hair. For 4 points, he's had various controversies in his career. He's been accused of homophobia. He's been accused of racism, particularly the anti-Semitism. Doesn't like Jews, you know. Possibly our second Nazi tonight. And if you haven't got it yet, here comes the full picture and the final clue. This person has won 2 Oscars in their career, and they were both for the film Braveheart, which came out in 95, I think. So that's all the clues. If you haven't got a guess, just guess something. If you don't recognise the guy, just have a guess. And here comes the answer. It's your old pal Mel Gibson. Yeah. #1 Scotsman, but American/Irish in terms of nationality. Grew up in Australia, of course. I need to watch Mad Max. I've never seen Mad Max properly. I've seen it like half or once when I was drunk or something like that, but I need to watch Mad Max. Okay. Aye, 60 racist comments per day. Right, let's crack on. Time's getting away. Thumbs up, please. If you like the quiz, then please actively like the quiz. Hit the like. Only got 15 likes last Friday. Can you please like the quiz? Thanks very much. Go straight to the second one, really. Mad Max 2. Nah, you're not Scottish. Got it on clue. Freedom! Brilliant. That's another film I've never seen. Never seen Braveheart. No interest. Right, 50-50 round. Thank you to Lorna for coming up with this amazing topic for a 50-50 round. Grapefruits and watermelons. I was about that. Right, here we go. 50-50 questions on grapefruits and watermelons. The first question is, who published a book in 1964 which was titled Grapefruit? Was that Cilla Black or Yoko Ono? Road Warriors, the first one. I think it was released as that in the USA. I was reading about it last week. Mad Max in the UK. I think that's the way it went. It's called The Road Warrior. Number 2, slimming. What is the alternative name for the 18-day diet which became popular in Hollywood in the 1930s for rapid weight loss? Was that the grapefruit diet or the watermelon diet? All right, so it was kind of controversial, like a lot of, it's not very good for people, but it's very, very popular because you lose a lot of weight. So is that the grapefruit diet or the watermelon diet? That's number 2. Grapefruits and watermelons. What an amazing idea for a round. Number 3, the ugly fruit is a cross between a grapefruit and which other fruit? Strawberry or tangerine? All right, so to get an ugly fruit, then what do you cross a grapefruit with? Is it a strawberry or a tangerine? That's question number 3. Number 4, what is the Italian word for a watermelon? Anguria or scacci? Questions are pretty random in this round, I have to say. It's a difficult one to write for, but I like the subject, I like the category. Okay, so what is the Italian word for a watermelon? Anguria or scacci? And then, according to the Guinness World Records, like the Guinness Book of Records used to be called, but Guinness World Records, how heavy was the heaviest watermelon of all time? 59 kilograms, which is lighter than me, or 159 kilograms, which is heavier than me? More Italian questions, please. Yeah, I like to spread them out. I don't like to, have too many Italian questions at one go. So that is the grapefruits and watermelons round. Thanks very much, Lorna, for the idea. Here comes the questions one more time. So Grapefruit was the title of a book, came out in 1964. Who's the author? Is it Cilla Black or Yoko Ono? What was the popular weight loss diet in Hollywood in the 30s? The grapefruit diet or the watermelon diet? The ugly fruit is a cross between a grapefruit and what else? Strawberry or tangerine? That's question number 3. Question number 4 is Italian word for watermelon. Anguria or scacci? And biggest ever watermelon. I've seen some big watermelons, but what's the biggest one ever? 59 kilograms or 159 kilograms? Absolutely. Either way, it's going to be massive. You know what I mean? Scumbags are ready. Mr. Doyle's ready. Marion's ready. Come on. Let's do it. Let's get these answers up. We've actually done okay with time, although if I say that, then I usually... Not even remotely ready, right? We'll just wait then. We're waiting for Karen. Come on, Karen. I can try and get Where Am I ready while you're getting ready. Which just involves turning off the labels on Street View so that it's not immediately obvious where we are. Just waiting for Karen. Because, you know, no Karen, no fun. Is this getting back at me because I wouldn't give a point for Sue's birthday, which was last week? Yeah, it's because my head's all over the place, Tate. I will do some bonus questions. Ah, thank you. Right, good. Okay. Right, here we go. 50-50. Answers. Right. Who published a book called Grapefruit in 1964? It was your old pal, Yoko Ono. There it is. Grapefruit, a book of instruction and drawings by Yoko Ono. It looks like a later version because it's got an introduction by John Lennon. Don't think she'd met him then, so that must be a later edition. Look, there's a poem from the book or instruction. Think that the snow is falling. Think that the snow is falling everywhere all the time. When you talk with a person, think that snow is falling between you and on the person. Stop conversing when you think the person is covered by snow. Right. Yoko Ono. Rapid weight loss is the grapefruit diet. You eat a grapefruit and that's it. You just wait till the next day, then eat another grapefruit, and before long, you're thin. The ugly fruit is a grapefruit plus a tangerine. Okay. Can't cross a grapefruit with a strawberry. Did anyone put strawberry for that? Poetry is a difficult business. Like, everyone's a critic. Well, it's shite. Yeah. I'm going to have a poetry competition. That's what we're going to do. What's the Italian word for a watermelon? Anguria or scacci? It's anguria. I was going to do this. I had this kind of planned as a bonus question. So what does scacci mean? Some of you are going to know this. So it's really fastest finger first here. What does the word scacci mean in Italian? Chess, and it was Maz who got in first. Hey. Are you Italian, Maz? Or are you half Italian, or what? Or have you got an Italian person? Can't remember how it goes. Are you the spaghetti or are you the haggis? Nah, not poo. It's chess. Chess is scatchy. Hazel, you were just behind Maz, and if you hadn't typed all that out, you probably would have been first if you just typed chess. Oh. Right, Francesca, of course. Francesca's the spaghetti. Yes. Easy for the Italians. It happens sometimes, you know. That's the way it goes. It's just your luck. And the heaviest watermelon of all time is 159 kilograms. There it is. Like, when I was looking for pictures for this, there's ones that are far, far bigger, but I think they're probably Photoshops or something. Or maybe they're hollow. I don't know. You were just going to show off, didn't know it was going to be the bonus. Oh, man. That's fake. Nah, it's Guinness World Records certified. They don't allow you to put a big polystyrene cube painted like a watermelon in. They check. Yoko Ono, grapefruit diet, tangerine, anguria, 159 kilograms. Yeah, it was worth the wait. 8 out of 10. Nice result there. Okay. Right, Maz is on the wheel. I will do some more wheel questions. Let's just do the last round. I'm going to finish in good time. Did they cut it open? I don't know. I don't know the full story of the watermelon. I really don't know. Okay, right. Final round, double or bust. You know how this goes. You get 4 points for a correct answer here, which is the double. But you run the risk of going bust. You get bust if you put one wrong answer in this round. Okay? I'm just getting distracted by your pumpkin and watermelon chat. Anyway, you get bust if you answer a question and get it wrong. The way to avoid getting bust is by leaving a blank. You don't have to answer all the questions. Okay, so you choose which ones you're going for. You get 20 points if you go for them and get them all right, because it's double points. Right, so here we go. Straightforward periodic table elements question. Which element has the chemical symbol Xe? X for X-ray, E for echo. Which element has that symbol Xe? That is question number 1 in double or bust. Number 2 is which London palace on the south bank of the River Thames is the official residence of the Archbishop of Canterbury? So it's called something palace. What's the something? And you get to live there if you are the Archbishop of Canterbury. I presume whoever's the Archbishop of Canterbury just now will be doing the Prince Philip funeral tomorrow. I think in tribute to Prince Philip, the word funeral should now be spelt with a PH. I think that would be fitting. And number 3 is about an actress who appeared in the, I should say, 1970 film version of The Railway Children, playing one of the children. And then in the 2000 TV version of The Railway Children as the mother, 30 years later. And she also stars in a show called Call the Midwife since 2012. So who is that actress? So she was, a film came out in 1970, The Railway Children. She was one of the kids. 30 years later, she played the mum in the same story, but a TV version. And then she's also been in Call the Midwife since 2012. So, who's she? Dimensions. Which indoor sport is played on a surface that is 42 inches wide, like that, by 62 feet long? So name the indoor sport. It's played on a surface with those dimensions. 42 inches wide, but 62 feet long. Which is the indoor sport we're talking about? I think these are all worth a guess, aren't they? You're going to go for it? You're going to go balls out? And unusual year question to finish off tonight. There's no leeway tonight. You've got to get the answer for this one spot on. Okay? So in which year did the Japanese attack Pearl Harbor, the US naval base at Pearl Harbor, bringing the Americans into the Second World War? So usually I give you leeway on this, but this time you've got to get the exact year. All right, so if you want to leave it blank, that's fine. You decide how many of these 5 you're going to answer. But this time you have to get this one right. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Funeral. Yeah. Right, the balls are out. The balls are out. The balls are out. The balls are out. Whoa. It's big time. It's bouncing out there. Like rogue basketballs. Do we get a bonus point for the exact date? No. But it also means I can't use it as the bonus question. So that's blown. I wasn't thinking that anyway, to be honest. Or maybe I was. I don't know. Right, the balls are out. I'm going to tell you these questions one more time. So chemical symbol XE, what is the element? The Archbishop of Canterbury lives in something palace on the South Bank in London. What's the name of the palace? Number 3, who was in The Railway Children twice and also called a midwife? Which indoor sport is played on a surface 42 inches wide by 62 feet long? And Pearl Harbor. The attack on Pearl Harbor, the Japanese sneaking up on the Americans with their aeroplanes and battleships and aircraft carriers and stuff, and then poof, just sinking everything. What year did that happen? Have to get the exact year for this one this week. Right, I'm going to tell you the answers in just a second. But before I do that, I'm going to remind you that I'm still doing this in the hope of getting some tips. I've screwed up the self-employment thing because my tax return was late, so I can't get it. So I'm screwed, but hopefully the pubs will be open in a few weeks, maybe 4 weeks. I don't know. Anything can happen, you know. But in the meantime, if anyone thinks the quiz is worth a tip, then I'm gratefully receiving. Thank you very much. Thank you to those who have donated and those who do donate. I really appreciate it. Thank you. The balls are out, the balls are out, the balls are out. Jonathan's saying it's easy compared to the first couple of rounds. Yeah, well, that's an error of judgment for me then. It's supposed to be more difficult last round. But there might be some tripwires in that round. I don't know. One ball in. There's no such thing, E. Wilson. It's balls out or no balls out. That's it. Balls out is answering all 5. Hoot the bags are. That's very nice. That's like how Robert Burns would put it. Hoot the bags are. Just more poetic. Thank you, Norman. Appreciate that. Right, let me tell you the answers. It's 5-8. I've actually done it. I can't believe my luck. Right. Elements. So here we go. This is the answers coming up. So decide if you're undecided on anything. Just decide right now whether you're answering, what the answer is. True, actually. If you do only have one ball. Mind you don't have to have balls to go balls out. It's pan-fluid sexual gender. It doesn't matter. It's just a way of saying. Right, Xenon is the right answer for this one. Xenon. I don't even know what Xenon is. In fact, nobody knows. That's why it starts with an X, because nobody knows what it actually is. 4 points if you said Xenon or Xenon. Number 2, the Archbishop of Canterbury's got his own place. It is the Lambeth Palace. Gets up at 6 o'clock every morning, does the Lambeth walk up and down the front there. It's in a courtyard, so nobody sees. That's it, the metaphorical balls. All right. Railway Children. Woman was in the Railway Children as a kid, then as the mother 30 years later, and also called midwife. She is called Jenny Agutter. She's the one in the middle. Bonus question. Who wrote The Railway Children? Who wrote the original novel? I presume it was a novel. First, I'm just going to quickly look this up. I'm sure that somebody will know. I think I know who it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And it's Diana. Hello, Diana. How you doing? And you got that answer first. E. Nesbitt is correct. Edith is our full name, but definitely known as E. Nesbitt. Very good. Okay, excellent. You're on the wheel, Diana. Number 4, 42 inches wide and 62 feet long. That's your 10-pin bowling. Richie's pied. What'd you get bust on? If you do get bust, ladies and gentlemen, let us know. Let us know what what you got bust on and what you put, because it's always interesting. Number 5 is the year, right? Like I said, this time, unlike most of the times, you had to get this one exactly right because it's quite a specific moment, and it's obviously within the Second World War, so that narrows it right down to 39 to 45 in British terms. But for the Americans, the Second World War started in 1941. 1941. So if you said that, you got 4 points for that. Anything else, if you put that, you're bust. So how did you get on? Did you get bust? What's your final score? There's all the answers. Xenon, Lambeth Palace, Jenny Agutter, Tenpin bowling, and 1941. Karen's in charge. Unbeatable. 76 points. Absolutely fantastic. The only way you're going to get beat is if somebody's birthday today for that bonus point. But well done to Karen. 42 for Tom Nook. That's not your best score ever, is it? That's a bit of a disaster, I think, in your terms. 59. Yeah, the early rounds were difficult. But yeah, and that was with a 20 in the last round, right? Okay. Said curling. All right. Curling can't be too different. I wonder what the dimensions for curling are. I might look that up in a minute. 63 total for Clint Eastwood team. Well done, Graham. It's a good score. Chameleons on 68. 60 for the Wit and Witches. And there's the quote of the quiz so far. There we go. Let's get a wee screenshot. Pearl Harbor burst my balls. Who's your favourite Nazi? Albert Speer. Yeah. I like Rudolf Hess. I think it's, I've got loads of doubles of him in my Panini Nazi sticker collection. Got through Intact without Robin. Right, it's 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what's going to happen now. We're going to do another episode of Politics versus Pub Quiz, or Pub Quiz versus Politics. We have Jill Riley of the Liberal Democrats joining us in just a second. She is the candidate for Edinburgh East. That's going to take about 10 minutes. And then after that, we're going to do games for names through to 8:30. I'm going to give you lots of chances because I didn't give you many chances during the main quiz to get your name on the wheel. Then I'm going to go off air at 8:30 because I'm back on at 9. So I'm not spinning the wheel at 8:30. In case you've not been here for a while, this is what I'm doing now. All the names stay on the wheel. Then I do the 9 o'clock quiz. All the names that come on the 9 o'clock quiz, they get added to the wheel, and all the prizes get done after the 9 o'clock quiz. So I hope you understand what I mean. But it is time for Pub Quiz versus Politics. We say cheerio to the quiz, and we say hello to Jill Riley. All right. Hello, Jill.
Hello, Dr. Paul. How are you?
I'm tremendously well. Thanks for having nice sound. I can hear you really good. How are you today?
I'm good. I've got that Friday feeling. The sun's out. I got the last lot of my leaflets delivered just before coming on here, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Listen, I asked this question the other night to the Green Party candidate who was on a Wednesday, Mags. What difference does leaflets make? Like, I live in a flat and I get leaflets from the SNP, the Libs, the Labour, the Green, everybody, do you think it makes any difference? Because it seems to be the primary method of campaigning this time around.
So I would say for smaller parties like us, it is one of the main ways that we can get our message out, because we don't get as much media influence as some of the other bigger parties. And I think because of lockdown, leafleting's been the focus because we can't knock on doors. Well, we can now, but only just. So leafleting has been the focus. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think there's a good impact from them?
I don't know. I don't know any science on it. Like, I mean, I really don't know. I've got no idea. But that's why I'm asking the question, because I was looking at the leaflets and I was wondering to myself, like, there's a lot of print going on here and a lot of messaging. The thing I noticed about the Libs one was it's all Willie Rennie. Like the words Willie Rennie on it are about 20 times. It's Willie Rennie's Liberal Democrats. Was there a committee meeting saying that people don't know who he is and we better get his name on the flyers? Is that what happened? Actually,
it was more Willie Rennie is quite a popular leader, and people generally like Willie Rennie because I don't know, maybe some of the other leaders were a bit more love or hate them, whereas most people like Willie, is the feedback that we got. So that's why we decided to push Willie Rennie for this campaign.
Fair enough. Now you're standing in Edinburgh Eastern, is that right?
That's right, yes, Edinburgh Eastern, which goes from round Meadowbank all the way out to Portobello, and then it sort of curves round to Liberton, Gilmerton as well, round the south.
Right.
So it's quite expansive, different areas.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's some really big constituencies out in the countryside. I mean, you're still urban, so you can still get around. How do you get around when you're doing door to door? You got a little car, you got a bicycle, or how's it done?
Well, I do have a bike, and I sometimes go out with my panniers filled with leaflets. But I do also have a car because some of the areas are quite far away. So I do a bit of both. I could walk as well. Sometimes I suppose I could walk to some of the closer areas. I'm just slightly outside of the constituency myself, but yeah. But biking is popular for me.
And like a lot of the city constituencies, there's some rich areas and there's some poor areas. Where are you more likely to get someone to chat to you? You're more likely to get someone to chat to you in a posh house or in Niddrie?
Well, I would say the good thing about going out canvassing is you never know who's going to be behind the door and what sort of reaction you're going to get. You know, it's great. I love that about it. I think some of the best conversations I've had have been in sort of maybe, you know, some of the slightly more the estates where, you know, you would maybe think there's more deprivation, but actually have some really great conversations. And it's just about getting out there and speaking to people, you know, and you can equally get someone in a big house that just doesn't have time for you, but you can't really judge anyone before. Just have to knock on the door, give a smile, and hope you get a good reaction.
And how's it going for you and the Libs in Edinburgh Eastern? Have you got a chance?
Being honest, I probably don't have a chance of winning, but we're definitely building up that area for future wins because I reckon it could be a pretty liberal area in the longer term. Certainly in the past, we've had councillors there. So yeah, we're building it up for the future. I should really say yes, of course I'm in it to win it, but
well. No, I mean, this is one of the things about pub quiz versus politics is I've been billing it as the only time you're ever going to get a straight answer from a politician is by asking them a quiz question. So you're allowed to do straight answers on here. Just really quickly before we do the quiz, what about yourself? How did you get into this?
Well, I've always quite liked, you know, active discussions on things, and I did modern studies at school and really enjoyed it. And then because I did that, I then did politics at uni as one of my subjects. And then I didn't really get that into it until I had a friend who was a councillor when I lived in London for Lib Dems in Brent. And I started getting canvassing out with her and got a bit more involved around elections, which is an exciting time to be involved. And then when I moved back to Scotland, that's when got more involved with the local party, and then they asked me to stand as well. So here we are. I did actually stand in the general election 2019 too, in the same area.
And what was the score there?
So it was against Tommy Shepherd who won.
Right.
Yeah, he was a good guy to sort of. To be honest, all the candidates we all got on quite well because we go to hustings, which is where. You get invited either to, you know, a local community council event, or it might be a specific topic or a charity who invite all the candidates to ask questions. At the moment they're online, but they used to be in person, and it's a good way to meet the candidates. And, you know, everyone that I stood against then were all really friendly and we got on really well. So.
Yeah, this is what I'm picking up from doing these little quiz conversations is that kind of everyone's all right, you know. It seems pretty civil these days. Anyway, you never know what's to come in the future. Now, what about pub quizzes and you, Jill? How's your pub quiz action?
So I like going to pub quizzes. I tend to maybe not be that great at them, but I've been to a few of yours. Joker and the Thief and O'Connor's.
Right. And have you been on a winning team?
I do remember doing quite well in like the end bonus round.
Aye.
At one time, and I think I generally have quite intelligent friends. So.
Well, that's what it's all about. Well, this can be quite daunting because it is just you and there's not a team. But I'm gonna kick it off right now. I had a bit of a computer failure, so I can't show you the scoreboard. But the Lib Dems are you need about 20 to catch up with the Greens. Okay, out of 55. Don't know if you've seen the other ones, but the format is 10 questions, and they get progressively harder with progressive scores going up. So the first question's worth 1 point because it's easy. Second question's worth 2, and so on. And the difficult ones are at the end for 10 points. And just see how you get on, right? So here we go. It is pub quiz versus politics. For the Lib Dems, it's Jill Riley from Edinburgh Eastern. So here we go. Question number 1 is this. Which superhero was played in a 1989 film by Michael Keaton, in which Jack Nicholson played the villain? So the thing is, your trouble is that you're quite young, and you can't remember this stuff. But
I think it's the Joker, and so
right. So who's the superhero?
I think the superhero with the Joker is Batman.
That's it. Yeah, we're off. We're up and running. That's 1 point, and 1 out of 1. So, and not everybody's got the 1 point question, so you're off to a great start. Right. Question number 2 is a sports question. Which of the 4 major Grand Slam tennis tournaments is played annually at a venue called Roland Garros? So it's just a country, really, because there's four tennis majors, but which one of them is played at a venue which is called Roland Garros?
From what you said, I think French, but I was just...
Yeah, that's it. It's the French Open. I'm getting you clued in here. You're fine. Just to get you moving, but you're 100% so far. Going great. Question number 3 is a film question, more recent. So you might remember this 2011 film, The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, is set in which country?
So there's definitely one in India. I don't know if there's 2 films and one's an Indian, one isn't, but I'll go with India.
Yeah, India is the correct answer. I don't know about any other films. Maybe there was a sequel, but the first is British retired people. They go to India, and isn't it funny being in a foreign country and stuff like that, right? There's a couple of 50-50 questions along the way, and this is the first of them, so you get a wee 50-50 here. This is film as well. Just happens to be back-to-back film questions. Which Tom Cruise film came out first? Cocktail or Days of Thunder?
Days of Thunder.
No, it's Cocktail. I mean, there's not much between them. Days of Thunder is 1990, Cocktail's 1988. But as we've established, you're way too young for this sort of thing. You need an old man in the team like me, or an old person. Right, bad luck, but it's only the 4-point question. You're okay. Question number 5 is about food, or which tropical food or type of food can be dried to create a commodity which is called copra? So it's a thing. Tropical food. I didn't say fruit. It's tropical food. So it's something that grows on a tree, but you can dry it out to make copra. What are we talking about?
It'll be a total guess. Banana.
That's a good guess. It's not quite right. It's one of the other ingredients of that breakfast cereal with raisins, coconuts, hazelnuts, sultanas. It's a coconut. Yeah. So bad luck. Coconut is dried out. They make copra out of it, and then it's boiled, and then you get coconut oil out of it. So it's a major part of some what you used to call third world countries. Can you still say third world countries? Is that still a thing? Is that okay?
I think so.
No idea. Nah, me neither. Yeah, I think it's okay. Developing nations, that's what they call them now. Anyway, move on. Number 6. This is a politics question, actually. What was the nickname of the politician Imelda Marcos, who was the First Lady of the Philippines from the 1960s to the 1980s? She was known as the something butterfly. What's the word in the middle? So Imelda Marcos was the First Lady of the Philippines, but it was a more active role than just being a spouse. Quite a bad reputation, but she was called the something butterfly. Can you think what that might be?
She had a bad reputation. I'm taking that as a clue. So maybe the fierce butterfly?
The fierce butterfly would be brilliant. I mean, that would be a terrific nickname, but it's the iron butterfly.
Okay. Right.
The iron, like, oh no, here comes the iron butterfly. You can imagine an iron butterfly. It'd be pretty scary. Right, number 7 is your second 50-50 question. So it's a geography question. Which continent is bigger in terms of area, North America or South America?
I'll say North America.
Yeah, good answer. Excellent. Right, back on the bus. You got 7 points for that one. Back in the game, and now we're coming up to the high value question. So this is where you make your sprint finish. All right. Number 8 is about theatre. Which Irish dramatist wrote the play Waiting for Godot? There's an Irish writer who won the Nobel Prize for Literature at some point.
I have no clue, so I'll just make up an Irish name.
Well, yeah.
Is it better to pass?
Well, yeah. I mean, he hasn't got a name that sounds particularly Irish. I mean, your surname sounds more Irish than his, I think. Waiting for God. All right. Okay. It's Samuel Beckett.
Okay.
Samuel Beckett is Waiting for Godot. Did you know it? Yeah. No, right, okay. Right, you can guess this one, though, for 9 points. How many fingers does a Boy Scout salute with? They do a special salute. How many fingers do they use?
4.
4 fingers? No, that's a Kit Kat. It's only 3 fingers. It's like that. Oh, no. I thought you were going to get that one right. Bad luck. Right, here comes the 10-point question. This could turn the whole thing around. It's a what year question. And you get 5 years either way, right, on this one. So you can get 5 years out and still get the points. The question is, what year did these things happen? The IBM computer Deep Blue beat Garry Kasparov at chess, which was the first time a computer had beaten a human world champion at chess. And Tea in the Park moved from its original venue at Strathclyde Park up to Ballado, or Ballado, however you say that, up in Perthshire. They both happened the same year. What was the year? You can get within 5 years.
I've never been to Tea in the Park. But
Nah, me neither. It looks rubbish. It's just all kind of a bit outdoorsy for me.
I'm not allowed to ask how, you probably won't know. Because it's moved more than once, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is when it moved from its original location, which was Strathclyde Park, up to Ballado.
Okay. So I'll say 1995.
That's good. Yeah, it's 1997. Great answer to finish off. Yeah, so you're close enough for the points there. Fantastic. So you get 17, 20, 23 points scored, Jill. Yeah. Now, I think that should be enough to put the Liberals in the lead, the Liberal Democrats in the lead, but I don't have the scoreboard ready. I was planning to have it ready, but I will send you the scoreboard later on. And well done.
Thank you.
How did you enjoy that, or was that a little bit stressful?
I did enjoy it. I was like, in my head, I was wanting to get more than 25. So I'm a bit disappointed with myself. So I'll just have to try harder.
A little bit unlucky. Yeah, a little bit unlucky. I mean, the Tom Cruise one, that could have gone either way. If you that was a guess. The 3 fingers one, I thought you were going to get that one. But were you a guide or a scout or anything like that? Or?
I was a brownie and a guide, but we didn't salute. But I think it was 3 fingers for the brownies too.
You not do that or something if you're a guide. Put it up by the side. Yeah. Well, it's the good news is that they didn't manage to brainwash you, because if they had, then you would just know that automatically. So it's you managed to escape their attempts to brainwash you. Right, listen, thanks for coming on doing the quiz, Jill. Good luck with the rest of the campaign.
Thanks very much.
All right, Jill Riley scores 23 for the Liberal Democrats. Good night. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Oh, there we go. The chameleons are saying, well done, Jill. Just enough to get in the lead. And I'll vote for you next time, Jill, says Norman. Maybe not this time, but maybe next time. Right, that was tricky. That was difficult set of questions. How did you get on? Was anyone else, were you all keeping score? for yourselves. How much did you get right? It's 18 minutes past 8 o'clock, so we've got a few minutes to do games for names. Let's get some games for names on to get some of you on the wheel. Thanks. I hope you're enjoying those politics versus pub quiz. I'll do the scoreboard a little later on, but I think that just edges the Lib Dems into the lead over the Greens, although they've had one more quiz. All right. What we got? We got. Have I got? All right. Because there was a bit of a hoo-ha earlier on, wasn't there? Like me getting set up, so I'm just... Oh, no. It didn't save. I had a whole thing set up. Right, I'm going to have to do Hangman instead. Absolute disaster. Because I spent about 30 minutes doing new... What do you call them? Now you see it, but it's bloody gone, isn't it? Because of the hoo-ha from the current slide, right? But I've got Hangman ready, so that's cool. Oh, the score link, yes, sorry, Tate. Yeah, sorry. Everyone did I forget to do that? See, I quite like the politics thing, but I keep forgetting to do things. I'll do Where Am I in a minute, Francesca. We'll do Hangman first, all right? That's the link for the scores. Okay, I've just put it in the chat just now. Right, Hangman. Let's get Hangman on. Oh, I'm annoyed about... never mind. Doesn't matter. Right, Hangman. You know how it goes. We're going to fit in at least Hangman and at least Where Am I? Maybe Mystery Bag if you're lucky. Right, give me some letters, folks, and I'll reveal those letters. And then the first person to guess the correct answer will get their name on the wheel. So let's do it. Hit me with some letters, folks, if you are still here. You're looking for the name of a famous person. Okay, here come the letters. Thank you, Marion. There's a letter W. No. Oh, no, there is. Sorry. I thought there was no W, but there is a W. W for Womble. And Wellington boots. And whiskey. Maz has given us a J. Tate's given us a D. No D, but we've got a J. And then hello, Emma. Emma's given us an E. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, there certainly are. No, it's not John McEnroe. Maz looking for a K. Yes. Maz looking for an O. Yes. Francesca's looking for a G. No. So name it of a famous person. A modern day person. Well, older than me, but, you know, alive in the modern day is what I mean. Only guess so far is John McEnroe. That's not correct. Let's get some more letters, folks. Otherwise, I'll just start going from left to right. Start with an A. Oh, look, there's an A. There's two A's. It's not John McCulley, whoever that is. Francesca's looking for a T. No. It's not Josh Bakewell. No. Emma's looking for an N. Ah. E. Wilson has got it right. It's Joan Bakewell. That's right. There we are. Joan Bakewell is kind of writer person, political person. I think she's a lord. You know what I mean? Joan Bakewell. Okay, let's move straight on. Let's try and get as many of these fitted in as I can. And everyone was just behind E. Wilson. So David, Marion, Tate, Keith, Lorna, all getting Joan Bakewell. Nice work. That was E. Wilson who got it right. And who's she? Who even is she? She's a lord, you know. She writes in papers and writes books and stuff like that, and she's Yeah. Aye, Lord, lady, whatever. You know, it's all transgender these days anyway. So it's not a dog-faced cat ninja. No, that's a great guess, Gary, but you're just out there. Right, Maz has started off with some letters first. F and L. Let's see. L. Yes. F. No. Then we've got O and B. Maz is doing all the work. Getting the letters in. Maz looking for an R. Do we have an R? No, there's no R. It's not the grey wolf. No. It's not a grey wolf. It's not a flob. Well, funnily enough, you could I think you could accurately call it a flob. Joan Well, no. A wolf, no. Right, here's some more letters. A. Yes. Yes, there's an A. What's going on? What type of animal is this? The short ones are often more difficult. This is what I've discovered about Hangman. Like the longer ones kind of start to take a shape and a form, but the short ones can be quite tricky. Let's see. It's not a wolf, blob, gold foal, or a wolf seal, or a poor soul. There's an E. We're looking for an E from Maz. Yes, I think there's an E. It certainly is. L and R are called next. L, yes. Oh, that was there already, wasn't it? R. That's been called already. Rock seal, gold seal, mule foal, gold seal. It's not a gold seal. That's like a really good promise. That's not a type of animal. Maz looking for an N. Yes, there is an N. The dole seal. The most work-shy seal in the sea. Not a Ross seal. Maz looking for an S. Yes. Good guess. It worked out it's a seal. What kind of seal is it? I love guesses. Son seal, bong seal, long seal, Ron seal. No. The long seal. Bonks. Ah, there we are. Diana's got it. It's a monk seal. It's a monk seal. Great work, Diana. That's you on the wheel again. Right, let's do, what time is it? 25 past. We can do one more of these. Does what it says on the seal. Brilliant. Right, last one is a person. Then we'll do some Where Am I? Which I have lined up. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. Great wrong answers. Honk seal. They're all honk seals. Seal can't fit in a pond. Seal's too big for a pond. Right, give some letters for this person, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Taylor. I don't know. I don't know. You got to give me some letters. Ian Cusack. Some of these could be right. I can't remember because I do these quite far in advance, and I can see what you can see. I can't see the answer anywhere. So you got to give me some letters. Right, I. Okay. I mean, if it turns out one of you's got it right, way ahead, then fine, you'll be the winner. But you could guess all day, and I'd be like, I don't know. You get some letters on right. T. O-A-E has been guessed. Let's see. O-A-E. I've got J-B-K-I. J. No. I has been guessed already. K. Joe Wicks, Sue Redmond, Ron Weasley, Joe Wicks, Sam Fisher. No, none of these. Emma's guessing an O. That's already there. Is there any that I missed? Any letters that I missed? No, I don't think so. An E, please, Bob. Yeah, well, there's an E there already, Norman. The ones down the bottom are the ones that have been chosen that are not on the not on the solution. Right, let me just focus for a second, see if I can remember who this actually is. Right, M and I, that's what we need, more letters. M, no, I, we've got I already. Maybe you're saying L. Maybe that's a lowercase L. So there's no L. Ava Stewart, Mia Stanley. Emma's looking for an R. No R. S. Yeah, there's a pair of S's. Right, we're getting somewhere. Tate gave us the S there. Tia Maria. Ina VTuber. What? No. All right, I'm just going to start hitting letters because you lot are being really slow at guessing letters tonight. Let's try a Y. No. Let's try an H. No. G. Oh, hang on a second. Yes, that's who it is. It's Una Stubbs. Woohoo! Diana's done it again. Nice one, Diana. You've got 3 Dianas on the wheel. Una Stuba. Well, I could tell you mean Una Stubbs from that, so that's fine. Tate, I'll put you on the wheel as well because you're the first one to type it in actually correctly. So Tate goes on the wheel. Right, let's, what time is it? 29 minutes past. I should really stop at 8, but let's do 3 quick where am I's, okay? And just let me check. I haven't. There, and there. Yeah, we're okay. Right, okay. Here we go. Well done, Diana. Superb success on that round. Right. Name of town or city. And this is... Oh, God. Have I got the right one? Yeah, I do. Right. Where's this? That's some corner shop. It's not doing a lot of business right now. Great corner. A superb corner. It's a good angle. Now, where are we? Look at these houses. Much of England is covered in houses like this. Southport, Trinity. It's not Trinity. Dundee. No, it's not in Scotland. It's not in Northern Ireland. Manchester's closer. It is in England, but it's not Manchester. Burton. Did you get that? That's amazing. It is. It's Burton-on-Trent. How the hell did you get that? That's fantastic. Have you got... You hacked my computer. How'd you do that? That was amazing, Diana. It is. It's Burton-upon-Trent, or on Trent. How did you know that? I thought I was going to go for ages. Anyway, I'm happy because it means we can get through more. Well done. Was there a giveaway? Did the name of the place turn up somewhere? Whoa, that was great. Okay, let's try this one. Where are we now? Hello, Morocco Land Marauders. Nice to see you. But I want Bristol. Right, where are we now? I saw Tate was guessing Burton as well. I want to know how you went for that because it's not the most famous city in the world, is it? Not the best known town. Right, where are we? Look at this. Oh, it's not Abu Dhabi. It's not Dubai. It's not Singapore. It's not Orlando. Those first guesses were close, and Abu Dhabi and Dubai are closer. Casablanca, no. Well, it's lovely to have you. Thank you very much. It's not Jakarta. It's not Abu Dhabi. This place, it looks really hot. It's not Glasgow. It is Riyadh. Yes, Gary. That's fantastic. This is Riyadh, capital of Saudi Arabia. Look, there's no one about. Because if you go outside, you get your head cut off. It's something, isn't it? That thing. Woo! I don't know what they do in there all day, but that's just a typical house in Riyadh. That's the difference between Burton-on-Trent and Riyadh. So well done, Gary. I shall put you on the wheel for that one. Gary Palmer of Scumbag College. Right, okay. Nice. It's not Cumbernauld. No. Mainly because of the weather. I know the buildings are similar, but you don't get sunshine like that in Cumbernauld. Okay. Yeah, that's right. A massive bottle opener. Okay, last one of where am I? Now, I'll tell you straight away, you're not going to know this. Right? Hang on a second. Right, let's just try this. Is it going to be okay? Yeah, it is, right. Where am I? Look, I haven't done my thing. I'm liking it. Right, now, the thing about this is that it's a place you've probably never been to and probably not heard of. You wouldn't guess this. So I'm going to give you the first part of the name of the place. It's New Something. New Something, and the something is a familiar place. So let's have a look, see where we are. What kind of things going on here? Riverside Street. The place, the town we're in here is called New Something. And New Edinburgh is not correct. Oh, look at that. Oh, Cats has nailed it. It's New Glasgow. Yeah, this is New Glasgow. Brilliant. Oh, look, there's the name as well. New Glasgow. I didn't know that was going to be there. So that's quite nice. New Glasgow. It's in, I think it's in Nova Scotia. I think somebody said Halifax more or less straight away, actually. Did someone say that? Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. Oh, no, okay. Was Cats the first? Yeah, you were. There was a few people ahead of you said New Edinburgh. But New Glasgow is correct. It's in Canada, and I think it's in Nova Scotia province, and I think it's quite near Halifax, which is the big town in our city. So well done. Now, did somebody say Halifax like straight away? Yeah, he did. Tate said that. You know, because that's so close, because there was no clues straight away. I'm going to put Tate on the wheel just for that. I think it's pretty close to Halifax, so you got the gist of it. You know what I mean? So put you on the wheel. Right. Aye. Yeah, I've just rewarded that. Let New Glasgow flourish. It's kind of disappointing that New Glasgow doesn't have the old Glasgow coat of arms. Like, they got this lion thing here instead of the fish and the bell and all that stuff, the tree. That'd be good. Oh, you saw it on the road sign. Was there a road sign just saying, this is New Glasgow? Or did you see Halifax, rather? Riverside Street, New Glasgow, Riverside Street. I wonder if it's the only place in Canada where people have Glaswegian accents. Hey, I'm from Canada. Everything's great. Come on, New Glasgow is amazing. There's the flag. Flying proudly above. Doesn't look like there's much to do in New Glasgow. Let's have a look. Garrett's by the bridge. Is that the pub? That's got to be the pub. Let's check it out. Oof. Oh no. Antiques. Or it says antiques on the roof. Maybe it's some. It doesn't look like a pub, does it? Let's see if we can find a pub. Is this the pub? Garrett, I mean, the name sounds like a pub. Garrett's by the bridge. But don't look very pubby. Oof, what's this? Canada Trust. That must be a bank. It was, I think that's the Nova Scotia flag there. It's like a reversed out Scottish flag. We want the pub. We want the pub. Where is it? Let's go up here. Looks like proper streets up here. I never quite got around to doing this as a find the pub game. I think it would be good. If someone's good at programming, I think there's an opportunity here. You can make a game, a browser-based game based on Street View, and you get dropped in a random place within an urban environment, and you have to find the pub, and you get points depending on how quickly you can do it. You know, I think that would be a really popular format, and it'd be called something pretty catchy like "Where is the pub?" There's some actual people here. There must be a pub. Go New Briars Road. You're saying turn right? What, down there? Oh yeah, you might be right. Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh no, it's clothes, isn't it? Riverfront clothing. Come on, there's some actual shops down here. There must be a pub. Hang on, what's this? 130 Provost Street. That's great. It's even called Provost. I wonder how Scottish this place is. 1930, like that's a big deal. Canadians, man. Injury and insurance law, right? No, we don't need that stuff. I want to find, I'm going to be here till 9 o'clock. I need to reset and everything like that, but I'm determined to find a pub. There's a salon. Some kind of art place, maybe. Ekim Fashion. Bridal Boutique. Must be a pub near that. And Mrs. To be goes in there to look at dress and you're like, I'm going to the pub. There must be a pub. That's a funny old shop. Pictou County Injured Workers. Doesn't sound like much fun. What's this? Goodman Place. The Good Man Place. Hang on a second. Oh, hemp supplies. Crazy Canadians, where's your pub? That doesn't look, is that a pub? Consignment Fashions. Yeah, I think you would pre-program it to just accept if somebody clicked on a business that is a pub. I mean, it'd take a bit of doing, but it'd be the world's most popular game. Or maybe it wouldn't, because this has turned out to be not that fun. See, when you can't find a pub, it's not very much fun. I think you might get a drink in there. What is this? Oh, no, it's fashions. It's all these clothes shops. Art studio. It's not. Oh, she's not going to the pub. Let's carry on along here. Downtown mini mall. No. I need to see some guys hanging about outside. That's the giveaway. Solely shoes. You're all right in this town for shoes and clothes and things like that, but doctor, eye exams. Well, you need an optician. That's fair enough. Turn left, says Maz. Right, okay. Up there? There's nothing up there. But maybe that's where we need to go. Maybe we need to go to the nothing places, or the street behind the main street, where the hobos go, because it's more hobo style, isn't it? North American drinking. This doesn't look too bad, this place, you know. Apart from the obvious lack of a pub. Now I'm flummoxed. I can't find a pub. I've let myself down. I've let the country down. I've let you down. Kitchen catering. Picture perfect framing. Loads of art places. There's a garage. There's a church. No pub. So is anybody here Canadian? Can you explain the lack of the pub? Yeah, it is an alternative universe. Teetotal Glasgow. That's nice. That's good. I like that. That's nice. Let's go back down into the shops, and there must be something somewhere. What's that? Shenanigans Pub and Eatery. Found a pub. And it's called Shenanigans, which is a great name. Where was it? I came past here, didn't we? There, Shenanigans. And it's good, it's up the hill from the river, so you can go up to Shenanigans. Right. Shenanigans Pub. Ah, there we go. Thank Christ. I was getting so wound up, and thirsty, and angry. Right next to the tattoo parlour. Shenanigans Pub and Eater. I can't get any closer than that. It's as close as I can get. Hard iced tea. Moosehead, Budweiser. What's this place called? Shenanigans, yeah, of course. Let's see some. It's got 4 stars in the reviews. What if I double click on it? Does it? I want to know about the pub. Shuts at midnight. It's okay. Popular times Fridays is before. Really, it's more popular before 6 o'clock, and then it boils down as the night goes on. Here's some photos. Let's see some photos. See if we can see some people getting wrecked. So you get deep fried food, big bit of meat, more meat. Food. Everyone's taking pictures of the food. We want to see people getting wrecked. Oh well, it's all about the food. All right, state dinner. They got karaoke on Thursday night. I wonder if they've got a quiz. Only place in town should have 5 stars. Yeah. What's that? What's that? What's that? What even is that? Does anybody know? Is that a fish? Maybe it's a fish. Shenanigans breast is £5.99. Oof. Some of the food looks pretty bad. Some of it looks okay. Right, here we go. That's what we want. There's the karaoke guy. Look at him. Oh, they got rock and roll people on. The guy's just out of prison. Yeah, that's what it's like. That's what it's actually like. It looks pretty sedate. Man, it's all about the food. Thumbs up to the karaoke guy. Yeah, that's more like it. Now we're talking. The guys are having a drink. All the diners have gone away. It's time to just drink. They got thumbs up for Coca-Cola. Jeez. Well, Shenanigans. That's what we've been landed with, folks. We have to go to Shenanigans. Seems karaoke's their thing. There's quite a few pictures of this karaoke setup. What's she singing? Can we make out the lyrics? Let's not better get off. It's nearly time for me to do a 9 o'clock quiz. Here I am looking at pubs in Nova Scotia. Thanks for doing the quiz, folks. I hope you enjoyed it tonight. Please upload your score. I'll give you the upload link one last time, just to make sure you get your score uploaded. Loaded. There we go. And thanks to anybody who has donated and does donate. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the politics. That was Jill from Edinburgh East, standing for the Lib Dems. 23 score, not the best score, not the worst score. There's a couple of difficult ones. She had a little bit of bad luck. But it is difficult on your own. But she'll have done enough to put the Libs into first place, although they've played one more quiz than the other parties at the moment. I'm going to just keep running those up to the election, so a few more weeks of that. And then whoever's at the top of the table before the election, that's who I'm going to vote for, right? Just going to do it that way, instead of actually working out policies and stuff like that. Good. Glad you enjoyed the pub visit. We got there in the end. God, it was a bit of hard work. I mean, in real life, you could just, oh, that's better. That's nice. Look at that. You could sit and get properly toasted at that place. I'm getting back into it. Stop. I've got to go and set up 9 o'clock. Right. I'm out of here. Good night. Thank you very much for coming. And everyone who's on the wheel will remain on the wheel. I'm going to spin the wheel after the 9 o'clock quiz. So if you come back at about 10:30, if you want to, you'll see the spinning wheel. Otherwise, like Graham, you could end up winning without realising it and only find out when you get your bounty in the post. Brilliant. See you later. Good night.